Hi everyone. In a recent video, I shared the schedule that one can follow for CAT 2022, and a lot of you who are working professionals shared that the same may not be applicable to your case because of time constraints, which is why I decided to reach out to my batchmates who were also working professionals so as to understand how they prepared. So, in this video, I'm going to share about 10 points that will hold true for someone who is preparing for CAT and is also working alongside. So, the first question that a lot of people have is, should we leave our job in order to prepare for the CAT exam? And the simple answer I got is no, it's not required. CAT is not an exam that requires so much effort that you would leave your job. And unless the job is coming in the way of your preparation, in the sense that it's harming your health or you have no time at all, you should not leave your job because the WorkX is going to pay you off when you sit for placements. The second concern is regarding coaching. Most of the people that I talked to either did not take coaching, or if they took coaching in the form of online batch. They did not take offline coaching, especially on the weekdays because of time constraints. And those of them who took weekend coaching clearly showed that that strategy did not play out well for them. And they suggested if someone has already taken the weekend batch, make sure to take out time after your classes for studying, for mock taking, and also for revision of your formula book, something that I'm going to talk about later in this video. The third point is regarding study routine. Most people followed either an early morning study routine before going to work or a late night study routine after coming from work, depended on the working hours and also on the comfort level. Some people are night owls, some people like waking up early. So it's solely your choice. But something I was suggested was to not have both morning as well as evening routines because it seems more taxing as compared to studying at a particular point of time every day. The fourth point was shared by the previous batch, which saw a lot of their time as work from home. They suggested that they kept their alternate days in a week as stretch days. And by stretch days, they meant they stretched their CAT preparation by an additional hour by taking off from work early. To give an example, let's say you generally work till 7 or 8 p.m. and you tend to put in an extra hour because your work is still pending or something of that sort. On the stretch days, you make sure to shut your laptop by 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., whatever the stipulated time is, to make sure that you give that extra hour to your CAT preparation. The fifth point is regarding study material. Since most of them either did not take coaching or took online coaching, they use self preparation material, a couple of books that I'll put the links in the description. You can go through them, or they use the coaching material of their batchmates from previous years to solve the questions. They also took sectional tests and mock tests of coaching institutes and they bought them very early on, which will bring me to the next point. From the very beginning of their preparation, they made sure to take at least one mock on the weekend, either on a Saturday or a Sunday without fail. Even if they hadn't covered the syllabus from the beginning, they made sure to take a mock. This is something that each and every person with WorkX recommended, and that was particularly because their learning came mostly from the mock analysis as compared to the conceptual material that they studied on the weekdays. The seventh point is regarding the time that they put in. Most of them put in a minimum of 2 to 3 hours on the weekdays and minimum 6 to 7 hours on the weekends. Please note that this is just a suggested time. It's not mandatory for you to follow it. It also depends on how much time you have available. So if you don't have that much time on the weekdays, you can cover up for it by spending more time on your weekends. The eighth point is quite important and is also very surprising. So in the last video on the routine, I said that I solved about 30 to 50 questions of QA a day and 2 to 3 RCs and similarly 3 to 5 DILR sets. And a lot of people with WorkX said that they won't be able to do as much because there's not sufficient amount of time. Whereas the people that I talked to with WorkX and with the time that I've already shared, they said that they also followed a similar routine. So solving 30, minimum 30 questions of QA, 3 to 4 DILR sets and reading 2 to 3 RCs a day or editorials, this was a norm for them. And when I asked them that my audience shared this, what would you say to that? They shared a technique that if you put a limit to how much time you're going to spend per question. For example, in QA, they said that they made sure to solve questions within 2 minutes, and if they were not able to, they would simply skip it and just check the solution because your agenda should be to learn from the questions rather than spending so much time on them. The ninth point was regarding maintaining a formula book and making sure to revise the same on the weekend, especially on the same day when they are going to take the mock, so as to perform perform well in the mock and also to revise everything that they have covered in the week as well as before. The final point was to make sure that if there were any breaks during the work or there was an additional time at hand, they would make sure to solve Sudoku puzzles or any other puzzles to improve their calculation speeds, or in fact read editorials that would help them on the mock day. An additional point that I would like to share after getting a sense about WorkX and after talking to people who had WorkX is that you will have to induce self discipline, which is something that coaching generally helps you with. So, if you can take care of discipline angle, then you would not really require the support of any coaching institute. If you still have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments and I would be happy to share them with my batchmates and get you a response. Thank you so much for watching this video.